I know you carnivore people get so pissed when I say this, but here we go. You need fiber. You do. Snake diet, lion diet, carnivore diet. Let's get into it. Welcome everyone to my humble life, and it's humble because it's like I don't know 18 degrees outside, and I'm wearing like a ski vest, a bib thing inside my camper. Fun times. But yeah, I did a video a while ago about diamine oxidase, and then I did another one and another one. But I get so many new followers who don't really understand, and then I get the old ones who still don't understand why we need fiber. Okay, let's talk about it. What's the deal with fiber? Now, when I did keto years ago, people talked about resistant starch. Why would, and then people were taking resistant starch and they were having this gut busting episode. They're like, I'm so bloated. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be doing the starchy bananas or anything like this. But what's up with this prebiotic fiber? This is the type of soluble fiber that draws water. Soluble fiber is the type that you're looking for in things like avocado, asparagus, leek, artichokes, spring onions, the green part. What this does is when you have bacteria in the small intestine. And a lot of you are walking around with like histamine intolerance, low stomach acid, joint pain, just issues, just overall human issues. Your immune system isn't very strong. And then you do carnivore because you're trying to fix your fibromyalgia. You're trying to fix your infertility and your low testosterone and your headaches and your poor sleep and you're tired all the time and you're bloated and you've got constipation and your thyroid's freaking. Anyway, trying to fix all this kind of stuff, right? And so you do carnivore because plants have oxalates and the nightshades and all this stuff. And you're trying to avoid the plants and you feel amazing in the beginning. Amazing. But then over time, your restrictive diet becomes more strict and more strict. And now you're starting to react to stuff you didn't before. Like the bacon and some fish and dry hung meats. I mean, in the beginning you felt great, but then over time you don't. Why is that? Well, that is because a lot of you guys, you're losing the ability to make DAO. That's diamine oxidase. Because if you already have an inflammatory gut issues, leaky gut of the small intestine, I mean, that's where DAO is made. So if you have permeable, big holes in the gut wall, it's kind of a problem. See, prebiotic fiber, that list I gave you, like the avocados and the asparagus, especially asparagus. This type of fiber, what it does is you eat it and it ferments. And when it ferments, it turns into a short chain fatty acid. And that short chain fatty acid, it is able to help seal up that broken gut wall. When you use prebiotic fiber to help seal up that gut wall because of the fermentation process and the short chain fatty acid process, and it begins to seal up and heal that broken gut wall, now your intestine can make diamine oxidase, which is an antihistamine. The problem is a lot of you who have a broken gut wall, you're losing the ability to make DAO. You're not fixing the gut wall eating your ribeye every day from Costco. It's not happening. The body's way more complicated than that, and some of you have mast cell activation because the holes in that gut wall are so permeable and jacked up. And now you're developing inflammation within the gut. So, but that's not all. That prebiotic fiber helps to stabilize the bacteria. It basically becomes food for the bacteria on the bottom of your small intestine and the top of your large. Yeah. Meat, honey chow, ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry. I know there's the theory of doing a matrix like bone, crushed bone, tendons, and that's still on the table if you are trying to do a strict carnivore diet with no plants, because I react. But the point isn't to cut out plants forever and then become worse with meat, right? High histamine meats are aged meats, dry hung meats, fish that grow bacteria. That's why some of you react to the desiccated liver that you purchase from New Zealand, right? That's not in the refrigerator, because your DAO production is, and it gets worse because you're not fixing the gut wall without something that has the short chain fatty acids that helped to heal your gut. And a lot of these gurus, they don't talk about it. They just ignore it. They just say eat more meat because plants will kill you. K-I-double-L-U. And that's all they say. And then people are like, yeah, they are, because I feel bad when I eat the plants. But that's not the point. When you were young, you didn't feel, some on a rare occasion. But most people were okay eating certain foods when they were younger, and now all of a sudden, the gut, the wall, the toxic exposure, the heavy metals, the plastics, the garbage that people have been experiencing the last 5 years, destroys your gut. Pharmaceuticals destroy the gut. Antibiotics destroy the gut. Poor sleep and sugar, alcohol, coffee destroy the gut. And then you're going to go eat a bunch of ribeyes. Make it make sense that that's going to heal the gut. And then you're good for the rest of your life. Not in ketosis, eating all that meat. Becoming constipated because you're dehydrating. You have all of these things like B12, high B12. People develop because they don't fix their gut wall. You're not fixing the gut wall. You have to get the stress down. You have to follow circadian rhythm. These are things that I've talked about all the time. But just remember, you need fiber. But you don't need a lot of it. You could have a wee bit every other day, but you need it to help make short chain fatty acids, to help seal up that broken gut wall and fix your mast cell activation and help your immune system, because the gut is where your immune system is. Comment below. Comment below. And I know I'm going to get the occasional Karen or the bro, the carnivore zealot cult bro, who's like, no man, Chapey said that it was the best ever to just eat meat. I get a couple of those. They're like, I'm amazing. Like on my comment section, there was a person who said, I've done carnivore for 17 days and I feel great. Well, I felt great on a ketogenic diet for 5 years, and all of a sudden, I got smacked with the 6-stick. For those people, y'all, I don't got time for it. If you don't like what I'm saying, people are like, your attitude. I'm like, I know, I'm 57. I ain't changing. Well, I'm only changing to better my life, not to please the masses. I know. Some people don't like the way I talk. But we're living in a screwed up world. We literally should not be pacified. That's what the problem, that's how we got into this mess, right? Eat some like honeycomb cereal and eat some bread, and eat some Cheerios and some cornflakes and have some juice. And it's healthy. And drink some coffee because it's healthy. It's got antioxidants in it. That's how we got messed up, because we've been bamboozled our whole life. And I'm tired of it. I don't know if you are, but I am. Hope this helps for those who are having problems doing these carnivore diets or any diet, and they can't figure out why they're still bloated and their gut's not fixed doing these meat diets. Too much protein, non-ketosis, stress on the immune system, not getting enough sleep, following a circadian rhythm, and not getting in enough prebiotic fiber. Like I said, it doesn't take a lot. And guess what? Avocado has prebiotic fiber. It's not in the 60%, it's like in the 40%. But if you're having 40% or soluble fiber each day, and it has potassium, and you don't have a reaction to it, you're golden. Sometimes you can just do a carnivore diet with a little avocado. And I'm out. Comment below, share this content. If you guys feel like you need help, you can go to stephanieperson.com, book a consultation. I also run a course where I go through all these subjects, and I wrote about it all today, and that's why I thought I'd talk about it on YouTube tonight. And I'm out. Energy. Peace.